I'm an engineer and I could talk about energy and climate in particular and solar kind of nonstop. And I've done a ton of workshops where I was really in an educational space before, and it was all just kind of me sharing my expertise to the audience. It's kind of one way element, but the first workshop I went to after having the Civity training, I really just opened it up in a way that I really wanted to engage with people. There's this question we ask at the beginning of the workshop. It's why energy efficiency is important. I changed my approach where I would say, look, I could tell you guys why it's important to me. It's obvious, like I'm working in this. This is clearly really important to me. I want to know if anybody in the audience like would share why it's important to them. I felt like it was a really disarming question. It was a way for that would really kind of have people start to open up a little bit. They were sharing stuff about their life and their experience around energy and energy efficiency that I don't think I would have gotten if I just was up there talking to them about how to zip up their home. When I first was really learning about climate change and climate activism, I was like, okay, engineer solutions. I was like, man, we're gonna put solar panels everywhere. And I literally quit. I was a software consultant at the time. I quit my job and I went and learned how to be a solar design engineer. I was like, this is super simple. And then there was a rabbit hole, and I was like, oh boy, there's a lot more to it than putting solar panels everywhere. Like I got this role in Kentucky, and I was like, oh, we got to get people to like want to get the solar panels. I was like, okay, I need to shift to really figuring out how to like build the relationships, how to connect with people around this thing that I understood technically, but really wanted to figure out how to connect with people around. The timing is so important coming out of the pandemic or coming out of lockdown and just getting back into social interactions around doing this type of work and holding space for each other and connecting with people on a deeper level. It's something I've been looking for a long time. Before this role, I worked a remote job for 2 years, and it felt like good work, but it was hard to connect with people. And the Civity workshop really helped just take that time to really get grounded and find the space of connecting with people in a way that I'd been longing for a while, but just hadn't really had the intentionality. It wasn't like I didn't know how to do these things, but just like having this container and this space to really focus on that was super valuable. Relieving, refreshing, exciting too for me to be able to connect and find that space together where we can just sit in it. I think things would be a lot different if we had a lot more of those spaces.